Hi everybody, hi. I hope that this week is finding you feeling fantastic. Hope you're feeling well. If you're not feeling well, please come back to this video at a later date. Please make sure you've got space around where you are working out so you don't hurt yourself on any obstacles or damage anything while you are working out. Make sure you've got some water to take on board. If you're doing this video at a time around when I've recorded it, this is early on in the year, so you might be dehydrated, you might be a little out of practice. So in which case, please do not expect your body to do what it did before any break you might have taken. Enjoy, give any feedback in the usual manner, that the access that you guys have got to me by WhatsApp through this video or through email through the company, and I'll happily help with any targets, any aspirations, anything you're working towards for this new year. Have a great session, guys. We are ready for our fitness Pilates. Don't work through any pain, all the usual things. Hope that sounds good. Again, if you've got any thoughts about the way things sound in the class, volumes, brightness, anything like that, please shout. We are ready to go. I'm going to sneeze now. I've got up and stood here. Excuse me. Oh, how ridiculous. Just as we get ready to go. Okay, reluctantly, I'm going to take off my socks. Gives you a much better grounding to your mat and therefore helps balance. And we are ready to go. Think about that breath line, guys. We are breathing in through the nose, we are breathing out through the nose. Expand these ribs, stack up that body, bring your feet into hip width apart, lengthen the legs, and find that perfect Pilates posture. Now we do that by moving this pelvis forwards and back. I am going to be talking a little bit back to basics because number one, we might be out of practice, but number two, there might be some new people in our group starting at the beginning of the year. So pelvis comes forwards and back. Find the midpoint between the two extremes. So we're not right at the front, we're not right at the back, we are mid. Engage through those abdominal muscles, but not squeezing the glutes or the quads. Knees are nice and relaxed, feet are forwards, check those feet. So when you're looking down where your hip bones are, your hips are pointing in the same direction as your knees, and toe 2 and toe 3. Check you are all in line. And then open that chest, keep that engagement here, and breathe, fill those ribs. Gosh, that was a lot to think about all at once. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Long, strong breaths. Good. Let's circle these wrists. Remember, guys, if you've got injuries, I probably need to know about them before we start on our exercise program. You can let me know, and I can give adaptions. I will always try and give those adaptions while we're here on the screen. But if I don't know what I'm adapting to, that's pretty difficult. Good, big circles. Again, if that is too much, you're going to do a half circle. Good, last time. Good, now bring these arms to shoulder height. Open, in and down. So last time we were together for Pilates, we were using the poles. Today, we're using our own resistance, our own body weight. Take your arms high. Breathe. Now my arms have gone slightly further back than my ears, and I'm bringing the ribs towards the hips. And again, that might be too much, so you're going to take that halfway. If you've not been moving as much during the break, then all of this is going to feel different. Unfortunately, we can't store those levels. Last one. Good. Now I'm going to pretend my fingers are pencils and I'm going to draw circles on the ceiling. Now that's all coming through the upper back, through the torso, and I'm going to change direction. Breathe. Last one, hands to shoulder height, open. Take your hands around, grab your cheeks. And now I'm going to lift up onto my tiptoes, up and down. Rolling through those feet. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those knees, let's go. Good, now as you lift those knees, try and keep these hips level. So I'm not coming here into a hitch position. Hips are staying level, so that is coming through the hip flexors. The abs work to lift those legs. 2 more. Last one, hold this one up. Now circle the ankle. I need to improve my balance. Good, now circle that knee. So I'm getting into that hip joint. Now go the other way. And down we go. Lift up on the other side, circle that ankle. And now I internally rotate. And I externally rotate. And I'm taking that foot down. Good, I'm going to step wide and lunge, which will take the heart rate up, but also improve the heat around those hip muscles. And I'm leaning to the middle. So the middle leg in the middle is staying straight. The leg on the outside is bending. It's not a squat, it's a lunge. Heart rate's going up. Good, now reaching up. Arms above the head, always going to take that heart rate up. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm stepping the foot behind. Now I'm taking my toes to the floor. If you want to extend, do. And I'm setting off from bent knees. Again, you might want to extend the arms. What I'm not doing here is extending and flinging through the spine. That move is coming through these glutes, through the hamstrings. Control, breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it forwards. Forward lunge. Good. So again, you're going to make that as big a step as you need. Good. And try to take the knees into 2 right angles. Good. Again, arms above the head is going to take that heart rate up, but I'm not flinging them back and then compromising the spine. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold. Good. Bring it in. Perfect. Team, we should be feeling warm and ready to go and mobile. I am ready if you are. So, I'm going to take us into challenge. If you have knee issues, if you've got injuries, if you find balance hard, you might want to use 2 yoga blocks at the side of your hands for this first sequence. You might want to use a cushion or a pillow on the floor, because I'm going to take a step in, breathe, and then I'm going to go all the way down, knee down, unhook that foot, rehook, and now I push through all the muscles in those legs and step back. In, lunge, knee down, good, and back, good, down, shoulders stay back, down. See how I hover a little bit? If you can do that, please do. Step, do not lean forwards, bend, all the way down, good, push, now, power, good, let's go, step, down, hovering, good. So if you need a pillow underneath that knee for that part of the exercise, grab one, down. The next time we're on this leg, we're going to hold, grab in, step, and down. You didn't think I was going to take it easy on you because this is week 1, did you? Good, last one, good. So hold that down, perfect, unhook. Now here I go with this same side hand, I'm reaching towards that toe. towards the heel. See that rotation I'm getting there? Good. If you can reach the opposite hand up, do. Good, breathe. Rotation. Now if you get to the foot, great. And if you don't, the intention is there. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Bring it up, retuck, lift, power. Step back, change foot. You know where we're going now. Knee down. Unhook. Hand up. Same side hand towards that heel. And up. Good. So I do change the angle of this back leg. Leaning back. Look at the rotation. Look at the movement. Breathe. Not easy, guys. 1 more. Good. Rehook, lift, power, step. Let's go. Down we go. Hover all the way down. Great job. I'm bringing the hands up and I've stepped this front foot. So I'm now ankle and knee in line. Good. And I'm taking that forwards and back. Forwards. Breathe deeply. Power. Excellent. 2 more. Last one. Good. Rehook. Power. Push. Step. Bring it in. Down we go. Hover. Don't lean forwards. Down we go. Unhook. I'm going back to straight and forwards into that hip flex. For those of you who are long distance driving, sitting for long periods, those hip flexors at the front of that hip are the ones that tighten and can be responsible for loads of postural issues, backaches. 1 more. Good. Bring that up. Bring that leg around and let's just push your feet together, knees apart. Bottom is going down and I'm sliding forwards to stretch across that lower back into the hips. And you should be feeling that across that lower back and down into those outer thighs. Good. Now bring that up. We float straight into cat. And down, extend the spine up into a rainbow shape. And down. Good. Getting that spine moving is where we're at. The head goes under. The head comes up. 1 more. And up. See, I'm lifting one hand to the temple. I'm rotating up into the thread of the needle. I'm going to give this loads of different layers. So level 1 is here. Level 2, I'm going to extend that hand and go right under. Up I go. And under. Up and under. Next layer. She says, too close to the wall. I'm removing the opposite foot. Good. 1 more. Now hold that up. Turn that body. Good. And now under. And rest down on that shoulder if you can. Good. Bring that foot back into play. Take the arm up and turn yourself now into a side plank. Good. Lift that foot up and down. Now team, if this is too much for this wrist, bring the body up or go to your elbow and put the hip down on the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Here I go. I'm bringing that foot round to a bow and out. Down to a bow and out. 2 more. Round to a bow and out. Last 1. round to a bow and out. Bring yourself back in. Now I'm going to turn my body around. You don't need to do that. Roll up and down. Roll up and down. You can do this off elbows, guys. One more. Move through the spine, hand to temple. Up, elbows together. Rotate up. Let's fly through these levels a little faster. Then you stop at the level that suits you. Make sure this hand is in line with the shoulder, not in front. Good. One more. Rest down on that shoulder if you can. And then as you rotate it up, I take that leg out. Lift and lower that leg. Good. So your alternative is to be here. Guys, be very aware not to be here. This crushes the vertebrae in the spine. We definitely don't want that to happen. Good. Hold it up. Good. Bring that hand around to bow. And up. Tap. If you don't reach that foot, team, it's fine. Two more. One more. Good. Bring that all around and back in. Perfect. Back to rest. Flex these wrists up and down. Give them a moment. Good. And now flow back up. Now into tabletop, guys. So I'm going to bring us in now to the pose that I call bear. So I'm lifting the knees up a couple of inches off the floor. Hands are under shoulders. And I'm trying to make the spine into that cat shape, curling up and down. Back to relaxation. Keep going through that, team. So what you're thinking about when you're doing that pose is trying to be on the tops of those feet. But if that causes an issue of cramping along the top of that foot, turn the toes and do it here. You just don't get quite as much on the curl. And can you do this off elbows? Absolutely you can. So if you need to be off those wrists, do it. Up. Try and take that chin as if you're trying to get your nose to your belly button. Two more. One more. Good. Now I'm going to mix that with a plank. So I'm going to bring the hands slightly forwards now while I dart forwards and come to plank. Now, that was pretty simple to flow from. This position is challenging so many ways. So, if your plank should be here, please be here. If your plank should be here, please be here. If your plank should be box at this point with your belly up, so long as you can feel this contraction, we know we're in the right place. Please make sure that you've got that right. It's called a plank for a reason. Use a mirror, use your camera to make sure you're in that line. The minute you come into a hyperextension or a bottom up, we've lost some of the work. Good. Now guys, I'm going to flow from here straight back to that bear pose, and you can see I've moved to the elbows. This is tough. Good. Breathe deeply, and I'm popping back in to the plank. I'm bending back to that bear. We're not going to be here too long. Good. Up to plank. One more. Up to plank. Hard work. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. knees down, great job. I'm flowing from there, team. I know we've been on wrists for a little while. Good. I'm going to take that thread the needle, so I'm back in that hands and knees in line with shoulders and hips, and I'm coming here back into this rotation. Good. And then I'm going to take that hand down, and with the same side foot, I'm going to lift the foot and bring it forwards. And my question is, can you tap your toe? Reach forwards, forwards, and tap, forwards, and tap. One more, forwards, and tap, hands down. Good. Let's take the thread the needle on the other side. Heart rate's gone up. Just the jeopardy of falling. On my case anyway. One more. Good. Now I'm extending that leg. Good. And bringing it round to the front. Forwards, backwards even, and forwards. My question is, can we tap the toe? Harder on one side than the other. Wouldn't it be boring on week one if we got it all the first time? Whoa, that hip didn't want to come at all then. One more. Good, and great job guys, hips go back. Brilliant. Roll up into that cat stretch position. Good, hips come around. Let's come round to the front. We've done this before, we've been here, but my concern this week is about tightness in the hips. Hands to the knees. Good, I'm taking in this spider pose. Try and get that knee rotated in. And remember, we should be getting that knee to the floor. You can see mine's quite a way off today. Oh, there you go, let's get in closer. Ooh. Oh, that's better. My bottom is moving up towards the screen as well though. Two more. Movement is just what the body needs. Last one. Good. Hands come to the floor, guys. And it doesn't, for this position, it doesn't matter whether your hands are in or out, whichever way we're lifted. But I'm going to take both knees over now. And look at the movement you get around that waist in that position. Breathe deeply. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. I'm going to turn myself side on to where we are working. I've still got these hands down. Good. I'm going to lift one foot. Now, if sitting on a cushion or a yoga block is good for you right now, grab it. It's fine. Good. Now I'm going to lower down onto my elbows. Get off these wrists. 2 more. I've got the spine nice and long. Got the head in line with the spine and holding this one. Good. Now bringing this leg up and down. So team, that's our level 1. If being in this position, by the way, is too much, lower the body all the way down and rest that head. And sometimes that head being on the floor is not right for your neck, so you might need a small block or a cushion. Good. Level 2, I'm lifting the other foot off the floor. Much harder. Don't let the spine move. Good. Leg comes in and I'm changing sides. Leg is coming down and up. You choose whether you're lifting that foot. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it in and roll that body all the way up to the top. Curl through Pilates. roll down, all the way down. Hands come over the head. Curl and roll back up. Team, if you need the back of the leg to let that body be in control on the curl, use it. I'd much prefer that than this. Getting here and then using that body to lift and propulsion. That's not going to help. It's not going to work the abs. It's not curling the spine. It's not lengthening. It's not helping our posture. Good. So curl and roll. You might want to use your dressing gown cord at the back of your knees. A strap, a tie. If you've got an exercise band, all helps with that exercise. And the more we do this, the stronger you're going to get to be able to actually get through that roll. Lengthen up. If you're feeling super strong, you know this, you can extend the legs. But if that makes you lose the control, please bring the bent knees back in. Hold the back of the knee. Listen to your body, do what's right. Good. Last one. Good. Breathe through the exercise as you move. Now, I'm sliding the legs in because I'm going to do a roll. So I'm going to lift the feet up and curl and come back up. Now, if you didn't make it back up, nobody else knows. It's fine. You only know if I don't make it up. Good. Lift those feet, curl, and roll back up. And then drop the feet. Be in control. I'm trying to use the muscles as I roll, and then come back up. Good. 2 more. And then I'm going to add something in here that we've not done before. Try to hold those feet up a little longer. Good. Now, let me show you where I'm going. I'm going to move away from the chimney breast a little bit. So I'm going to roll back up, but next time I roll up, I'm going to take 1 foot under and see if I can come up into a lunge. So I'm going back, and I'm coming up to here. Now, I came off the screen, so that's clearly not going to work excellently in the space that I'm in. So maybe I'll go backwards into that position. But we're aiming to come here into that forward lunge position we've been in, and then I'm going to extend backwards. So, hopefully you're all still here in this roll back position. I've lifted the feet, I'm rolling back. Foot's come underneath, lift up, and forwards, and down, and roll. I've changed foot. Oh, much more difficult on the other side. Forwards. Good, I wish I had some more space. Need to do this when I'm in Studio 2. Forwards. In. One more time, guys. On the other side. Oh, I'd love to know how you're getting on with that. Good, bring it in and roll down. I've come back on my elbows. I'm taking in a low cycle. Good, remember again, if being on elbows is not good for your neck, for your upper back, please lower all the way down. And if you're lowered all the way down, you might need your fingers underneath the backs of your hips. Good, breathe deeply. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Guys, I'm holding that leg out and I'm taking it out to the side and in, and then I'm changing out to the side and in. I'm trying to keep the other leg completely still. So it's like a side scissor. If you can feel the back not in control, please rest or lower all the way down. Take those hands underneath the hips. 2 more, breathe. Last one. Good, bring that in. Good, I'm lowering the feet, bringing the body all the way in, taking the nose down. Feeling the ribs while I've got the nose down. So then that arch comes into the back, because the ribs have got nowhere else to go, then expanding back. Good. Bring that body up. I'm just going to check the time. Oh, there you go. Over time. Over enthusiastic as ever. Okay, guys. I brought myself into legs crossed. And you can see how tight my hips are because the knees are high. And remember, that's one of the things that I work hard on improving. Lengthen up that spine. Breathe deeply and lean forwards. Sitting on a block, sitting on a cushion is only going to help increase that level, that stretch across the lower back into the outer thighs. I feel like I've talked a lot today. Hand to the knee, up we come and over. Good, bring that in, up and over. Take that hand all the way around, sitting as high as you can. Rotate, change, hand up, rotate, hand up, bring it forwards, bring the other one forwards, lean in, breathe, lengthen the spine. If right now the spine is curved, be here. I want it lent, breathe from the hips. Good, slide these feet into legs wide. Now when I come into this position, I like to take one hand forwards, one hand back, just to lift up a little tiny bit. And right now I'm going to take this same side hand towards the foot. Whether you get there or not is irrelevant, guys. Sit as high as you can. Doesn't matter if your hand is here or here. With this other hand, I want you to come past your ear. Good, bring that in. Change sides, lift up and over. Excellent. Now as I return back to where I was before, this wide hand is going to come in, and now I've got a rotation in play. Hands come in, and again, it's irrelevant. If your hands are here, here, doesn't matter. We've got that rotation and a lean. Bring it in. Opposite hand is coming round, so I've got a rotation. Push the hips down and back. Back to center. Now I'm reaching for both toes, leaning forwards. Again, doesn't matter where these hands end up. What matters is the extension of the spine. Breathe deeply. Slide these legs in. Now coming round onto hands and knees. Good. Toes under. Lift up into down face. The legs are as straight as you can get them with the back long. Head between the arms. Remember, I'd rather you have bent knees and a straight back than straight legs and the spine be curved. Breathe. Good. Now I'm going to walk very slowly my feet to my hands. And I'm in a forward fold position. Good. And now I'm going back to my curve. So bend the knees and curl. As you breathe, it's like you're dragging that body into upright. Breathe in, lean back, push those hips into extended forwards hips. Arms out like aeroplane wings. Bring them in, push forwards, head goes down. Lift up, further back than your ears if you can. Bring it down, bring your hands into prayer. Good, push. Now I'm linking the fingers, working through those wrists. Good, let's stretch. Push the backs of your hands, run over those ligaments, wiggle the fingers, bring that into fists, hold them tight, and then throw it away, throw it away. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Guys, onwards. Have the most amazing day, evening. If you're doing this at the end of your working day, I hope that helps you sleep really well. If you're doing it at the beginning of the day, I hope it energizes you to get through a wonderfully postured day. If you've got questions, please message. And if not, I'll see you next time. We've got one more week of Pilates and I will see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.